Have a nice day, ma'am. I'm Maria Elisa Kidaima Palo, a third-year criminology student of Pin Maarolo University from 3CRI A2-4. Today's topic is all about macro-etching and bullet trajectory. These are the lesson objectives that the student must meet in this video. First, explain the macro-etching. Second is describe the bullet trajectory. Let's begin with the macro-etching. It is basically the examination of chemical solution on the said serial numbers to determine whether there is a tampering and possible restoration of the tampered serial numbers. How? By means of applying a chemical solution on the said serial numbers. Talking about serial numbers, let us know its definition. According to my research, a serial number is a unique identifying numbers or letters that are assigned or placed to an individual piece of hardware or software. It is also a deterrent against theft and counterfeit products, as they can be recorded, stolen, or otherwise irregular goods can be identified. Then how serial numbers are placed? Serial numbers are placed on automobiles, electronics, and appliances. These are the methods on how it applies. Let's start with die stamping. It is the process in which an engraved die is used and stamp or leave an impression at the metal sheet. This method is commonly used on the metal substrates. Next is the hot stamping. It is the procedure of heating a die prior to stamping that can produce a suitable impressed character. Definitely, it's just a process of forming a metal while it's very hot and put pressure to form serial numbers. Next is pin stamping. It uses machine to deliver the durable mark, using a carryable pin to indent the marking surface with the forming serial numbers. Next is engraving. It cuts away or incise the metal plates in order to leave mark which forms the serial number. And last is laser etching. It occurs when the heat from the beam causes the burning and creation of the serial number. Now, let us know how serial numbers can be tampered and restored. Usually, to remove or alter serial numbers, it involves a physical abrasion and hard rubbing of the subject until the number is no longer visible. Defacing of serial number can also be obliterated so that they are no longer comprehensible. Restoring a serial number can provide the law enforcement agencies with information about the firearm or other item that may offer a lead with an investigation. Serial number restoration involves the scientific techniques used for the retrieval, recovery, and revisualization. Chemical etching is the best or most common and successful method for restoration of serial number on the metal surface. This process involves the discharge of the electrical spark to decompose the non-conductive material such as carbon and stainless steel. First, grind the metal to get rid with the serial number. Once the digits are completely removed, polish the surface with grind sandpaper. Too much scratch will send away too much metal and will reduce your chance to restore the serial number. Now, let's proceed on ballistic. It deals with the tactical and involve hitting a given target in the field and getting the desired results. In most cases, it has to be fired, relating to the projectile moving under their own momentum. It includes the speed and angle at which the bullet travels, and the distance that it will go. There are three divisions of the ballistic. The internal ballistic, that is concerned with the launching of the ammunition. The external ballistic, that is concerned with its behavior in flight. and terminal ballistics that deals with the action of the ammunition at the target. Then let's move on with the parts of the cartridge and the entry and exit points. First is the bullet. It is the projectile component of the cartridge. This is what gets pushed down the barrel and towards to the target. Next is the propellant. This is also referred to as the powder by igniting the bullet that pushed down the barrel. Then next is the bullet casing. It holds all the components of the cartridge together. Then last is the primer. It ignites the propellant when the firearm is used. Now, let's differentiate the entrance and exit points of the bullet. The entrance point is normally smaller compared to the exit point and creates aberration ring, while on the exit points, it tends to be larger and more irregular because of the spin of the bullet. And for the last part, let me discuss the bullet trajectory and the origin of the bullet. Bullet trajectory simply means a path that takes once it leaves the barrel. For example, when you have a gun, then it fires, the bullet comes out immediately. That bullet is going to start to drop or hit the target. So these are the factors that affect or influence the bullet trajectory, such as wind, gravity, weight, speed, and shape of the bullet. To determine the origin of the bullet, these are the methods to follow. First, calculate the vertical angle using kilometer or digital kilometer to get the measurement. Next, calculate the azimuth angle. This is for the left or right angle. Then, use plumb bob on the interior side of the angle. Drop it and hold it alongside of the base. Then, attach the laser to the trajectory rod to visualize where the bullet came from. I hope we met the objectives of this video. Thank you for watching.